Your kids have to see you live the legacy.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, you better see that.
You gotta live the legacy.
In Chicago, so I ended up selling drugs. And I was paying the bills. You know, I was taking care of.
So I know it's excited. I know parents are excited.
Are you sure that you heard me when I was talking to you, Lord? Because in order for me to be able.
Welcome. Happy New Year. Happy
New Year.
One, thank you for coming in and tuning in, baby. We are happy to see y'all today. It is, guess what? It is 2025. I can't believe it. I know y'all can't believe it either, but I know I can. Welcome to another segment of Early Morning Coffee with Marvina. I'm in the background doing some things, so if y'all see me looking up, I'm trying to get my other guest in right quick. But welcome to another segment of Early Morning Coffee with Marvina and her BFF. There you go, girl. I see you. I see you. Welcome. welcome. Well, before I start, I don't even want to get all into this. Welcome all, welcome everyone. I'm gonna let y'all know if I have in my cup. I have some 8 o'clock today. I actually got 8 o'clock
What?
coffee.
Shut the front door. Shut the front door.
I was waiting on you to say that. I got some 8 o'clock coffee
Shut
with
the
some
front
hazelnut creamer and a little sugar. Like sweet like
door.
that. Hey, so BFF, what you got going on over there, girl?
Girl, so this morning I am drinking not 8 o'clock. I ran out of 8 o'clock. Whoa, I almost dropped it too. I ran out of 8 o'clock coffee. So this morning I am drinking some essential brand. I think that's what it is. It's some kind of coffee I'm drinking.
So you just
And it's
picked up
actually
some and
pretty
started
good.
drinking.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember where I bought it, and
Okay.
but I did put some more eggnog in there this morning.
Okay.
For my creamer. This time I
Okay.
didn't add anything else to it except for some equal, and that's
So you saw
actually
some
really
more
good. So I
eggnog?
said I will. I still have some. So yeah, I haven't been able to find it. It's like as soon as it's I don't know
Yeah, when the
this holiday
holiday
went
up,
by
you
so
might as
quick.
well
It seemed
forget it.
like
Hey,
yeah, they just took it
Yvonne, good
off.
morning, girl. Hello, my beautiful people out there. Well, guess
Good
what?
morning. Good morning.
This is a day that the Lord has made. I said God, which is the Lord, and we're gonna rejoice
Yes.
and be
You
glad
better
in it.
come on.
Yes, ma'am. We want to let God
Yes,
know that we
ma'am.
want him to come on in the room and be a part of this segment because this year we want to start this year off with a bang. So Yvonne and I decided that for this segment we would bring up a topic and we asked two of our special guests. We had these guests on last year and
That's
they made
right.
a great impression and I was impressed. I'm tell you, I love these women because even after I do segments with them, I get to talk and be friends and we get to know each other, become sisters, and I love this. I love it because sometimes we so into the box that when we come out of the box it feels weird. So I'm used to
Right.
we're surrounded around people in my state, in my family. But then now I'm getting to see people from Mississippi, from different states. Oh my God. And I'm loving it. So we got these two guests because the impression they had on us last year, and they spoke so
Mm-hmm.
beautifully and eloquently. And I think a lot of our, hey, Jennifer, Happy New Year's, cousin. And
Hey, Jennifer.
yes, cousin over. So it was a great pleasure when Yvonne said, call them and see. And when they say yes, it was like, okay, wonderful. Yes, we got So I'm excited about this segment. I am excited about what they're ready to bring upon us. It's like going to church and hearing the ministry, like there's gonna be a message that's going to wake you up. So I got my piece of paper and my
That's
pencil
right.
here,
That's
waiting
right.
on some of the things that they're going to say. I'm gonna write them down. I'm gonna make sure that I write some of these things down for the new year because I think it's very important. Not a New Year resolution. I don't really believe in resolutions because they seem to be
Yeah, I don't believe in resolutions.
yeah. When you do that, you break them. By the time February comes, you done got on that diet, you back eating all the and you know what I'm saying? You start doing things that you was doing because how you gonna stop something that you've been doing for 50 something, 30 something, 20 something, 10 something, 11, 10, whatever years, and you talk about resolution, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna start reading my Bible. I'm gonna start doing this. I'm gonna start doing that. Now I'm not saying this that it can't happen. I'm just giving y'all people that's resolution breakers a way out.
I believe that resolutions are temporary solutions. That's why they don't
Yes,
that's why they don't
yes,
last.
yes. So, but we want to kind of give a guidance on this year. It's like kind of changing
Mm-hmm.
up a little bit, and asking our two guests to come on and talk to us about this new year and how a better breakthrough. Like what's in our bags. We want a fresh bag this year. We want to start off fresh. We want to start
Mm-hmm.
off with a new beginning. Now, in God's eyes, there ain't no time. I mean, my pastor even said this. He said, in God's eyes, there's no new year, there's no time, but in our eyes, to make it easy for us to live, it makes it easy. We set boundaries, we set goals, we set years, we set hours and months and stuff. That's what humans do. So, we set stuff, we do things, we
And
set goals.
your clock starts ticking down.
Right. So then every year, on this day, we become a year older. We get a year this, a year that. So I'm excited about this new fresh bag we get ready to
Yeah.
have going on, and the two people that's going to come on, and we're going to go ahead on, and instead of talking so much, because I don't want to make such a big deal. We ain't gonna talk about it. We're gonna be about it. I like that.
That's right.
I like that. Instead of talking about
That's
it,
right.
be about it.
2025. And
Yeah,
what's in the bag is be about it.
be about it, baby.
Be
Be
about it
about it. I love
2025.
that. I love that. It just slides off. We're gonna be about it. We're gonna do some things. Like I said, this
Mm-hmm.
every year we say this. We never know what's gonna happen and what's in the bag. We're not scripted.
That's
We
right.
don't. We just do things. And a lot of times people say we gotta have some order. Yeah, we got order. We got a little decency and order, but we don't script nothing. So whatever comes out your bag
Right.
is what's in your bag. We ain't trying to change you up. We ain't trying to change nothing.
And we're not going to script
And
anything.
we're not going to script it for no one. I'm sorry. That's not what
Mm-mm.
this bag is. It's a mind thing. So before we sit here and continue to talk, I want to go ahead on and bring on these two beautiful special guests. And we're going to do this right as this bell has come in. Good morning. I love her. Look at her.
Good
She said,
morning,
Good
everybody.
morning, Tammy. Good morning, Brandy.
good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, everybody. Welcome, welcome,
Can you
welcome
see
back,
me good?
y'all. We thank y'all.
Happy New
I
Year
know
to you guys.
I know all our followers, our listeners, everyone is grateful that y'all coming back, because I even got phone
Yeah.
calls. I need to speak to this. I need to speak to Brandy. I need to talk to this. So now we get the opportunity to talk to y'all and then
That's
get back
right.
on the track. I actually asked Brandy, and I'm gonna ask Tammy the same thing while we're on here. Once we get off, people would like to get in contact with you. We would like for you to put your information in our group page. Anyone who wants to speak
Mm-hmm.
to these young ladies, get coaching, get spiritual coaching, get the life coaching thing going on. They're going to put their information inside of the group page. If you're a part of the group page, you will be able to get it. Now, if you're not, I plan to ask you to join. Join. Okay, so before I finish talking all day, I want to go ahead on and introduce our two beautiful people. Excuse me, lady. I'm not Tammy. Can I ask you? You have a cup in there. Can you tell me what's in your cup, baby girl?
Yes, good morning. This is my new
Good
cup. Can
morning.
you see it?
I
Yes,
And
love
I
it.
have
ma'am.
some coffee this morning. I needed some coffee this morning, ladies.
Yeah, look how slow
She needed some coffee in her life.
she
Yeah,
needs some.
you see what my mug says? It
What's
says
your cup?
love
What does it
never
say? I
fails.
can't see it. What does it say?
Love
You
never
gotta read it.
fails.
I can't see it. It's in cursive.
It says love never fails. First
That's
Corinthians 13 and 8.
that's
You better
right.
come on now.
Speak the words, and it's never fell. Who is love? That's Jesus. I love it.
That's right.
That's right.
And the young lady down there, hey Brandy,
Hello.
look at this woman right here, my BFF on the Sigmund side.
Uh-oh.
I know you got a cup right there. What's that? What's in that cup, girl?
Well, I'm at work right now. I'm at the respite house, and whenever I'm at the respite house, I have my cup. It has all kinds of hearts on it. So it connects with you, Tammy, and your love.
I can't.
And it's just got creamer and sugar. We don't get a variety over here at the respite club.
That's good. Well, at least they give it to you. At least you get something free. Let me tell you something. You can always tell about the people that you have on here. Look at both of their cups. Both of their cups are talking about love.
Right.
I am in
Mhm.
awe. So I'm going to release this platform to both of you. I don't know who's going to start, but I'll give it to you, Brandy. If you want to start, or Tammy, you want to start, you go right on ahead. I'm ready to listen.
Tammy, you want to? You want me to go?
Tammy, can you hear
I
me?
can't hear. I can hear you, but I can't hear Brandy.
You can't hear
She can't hear
Brandy?
Brandy.
Wow, I wonder why. But I can hear Brandy. Can you hear Brandy, Yvonne?
Hello, hello, hello.
I can.
Okay,
Oh,
so
I can
Tammy,
hear you,
you
Brandy.
the only one. So what I need you to do, Tammy, is I need you to go out and come back in and see what if that'll help out. So in the meantime, Brandy, you might as well take it over. I think everyone can hear you.
Well, first of all, I want to say every time I get on here, I feed off of energy, and Marvina, your energy feeds me so much in here. I have to tell you that. So you get me hyped up with you because I feed off of energy for real, for real. What's in my bag? Like, I'm so glad for 2024 to be over with. It was one of the hardest years of my life. You know, I went through a divorce and everything, but
Wow.
I've learned so much from it. It was a learning experience for me. I was married for 13 years. But as far as like life coaching, and it has been such a healing experience for me to be able to be a life coach. I'm coming on this month will be 6 years that I started Coach Hill as a life coaching school, and 3 months that I've been a certified life coach. You know, ICF certified life coach. And you know, 2025, I'm going in with transformation is not easy. It's not easy at all. It's work. It's hard work on yourself, and it's also even selfish. It's a little selfish to put
Hmm.
everything on yourself. But I tell you what, y'all, since I've been putting in the work in myself, I've helped so many more people.
Amen.
You know, getting a little
Love
selfish
it.
with myself.
Amen.
I've helped so many more people, and it's been a life changing experience. You know, y'all know Yulon and Tara. You know,
Yeah.
I work with them. I'm a life coach for veterans, and I'm a certified peer support specialist for veterans as well. I'm here at the Respite House. It's the first respite house on the Gulf Coast of Mississippi.
Wow.
It's the first one in
Oh,
Mississippi.
wow.
It's all peer run, and we're here to serve the community.
Wow.
Amazing. Love it.
Wow.
Love it. Love
Amazing.
it. Love
Amazing.
it.
Tammy just went out, and before we get started, we are actually. I was supposed to do this in the 10-minute time. I'm sorry, Yolanda. Well, we are looking this right now. We have a hotline. We finally put on a hotline. The hotline allows you to call in. We're going to go ahead on and put the hotline number up. Now, if you have any questions, there you go, Tammy. Can you hear us now, Tam?
Tammy, can you hear
Can
me?
you hear us, Tammy?
Can
Can
you
you
hear
hear?
me?
Can you hear Brandy?
I
Test,
can hear you.
testing one.
Can you hear Brandy? You still can't hear Brandy?
No.
Okay, so you
Mm.
just sit there. Long as you can hear us, we're gonna get you back in. Just sit there. Okay, so
Yeah.
in the
Okay.
hotline, you could call in if you want to speak to Brandy or Tammy. You'll be able to ask questions. You will be able to not only comment on the side, but you can talk to us now. I love this about it. Also, we are actually asking for some what's in the bag donations. Um, I know that's weird, but right now we're actually looking to find out for 2025 to start off a new thing. We're asking people to donate. It's a give what you want type of donation. We're not asking for any particular amount of money or any of those things. If you would like to donate, we're going to be flashing uh, our Cash App. Also, we're going to be showing up there in that up there. Y'all see that sign says support me, buy me a coffee. We're
Mm.
actually asking if you want to support You can buy myself, Yvonne, a what's in a bag, a coffee. That's actually a support link. We would ask anyone who would like to donate or bring help us out on 2025 to donate. Okay, so Brandy, I mean Tammy, go ahead on and talk to us about a little bit about that bag, the refresh bag.
Well, the refresh bag has a lot in it. I think that if you like reflect on the old things, you definitely make room for the new. Um, I have a lot of things that are
Yeah.
coming up, which we've all, we've talked about it and discussed a couple of things. But I feel like that we all should strive to be better than we were the day before and the day before and the day before.
Amen.
Um, because you
All
can
right now.
always, better yourself. You can always better yourself in
Mm-hmm.
whatever it is that you do. So, healthy boundaries, of course, is very important. Um, Setting goals, realistic goals, you know, and just striving to them. I do vision boards a lot. And the thing about it is, if you do that, you can it plain. You put it in front of you because sometimes when you don't in front of you to the side, and when you have it pushed to the side, you forget about it. So if you have things in
Mm-hmm.
front of you, you can get them off. You can be like, okay, you know what? And you can see your progress.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes. 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 I like that. So you saying we need to start off
Mm-hmm.
with
Grows
these
up.
vision boards? Um, um, so tell
Well,
us.
no,
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Did you freeze up?
She's freezing
She's
up.
freezing up. Okay,
She's
so you
freezing
take
up.
over, Brandy. I mean, go ahead, Brandy.
Well, the thing that I was thinking about that I was resonating with what she was saying, it's about moving forward and being very strategic about yourself and how you're moving forward. And get you a life coach. We're here to come back with you every week to motivate you, to help you brainstorm, to strategically think about the next step that you need to make, to motivate you, to support you. That's what us life coaches are about. And that's why when you see somebody with a life coach, they're steadily going forward. They're steadily making achievements. They're steadily improving themselves every day. And that's because they have somebody there that they can connect with, that's
Right.
resonating with them, that's helping them moving forward. It's beautiful when you have somebody supporting you. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? When it's
Mm-hmm.
beautiful when you have somebody connecting with you and letting and having those deep discussions with you to make sure that you are recognizing your limited beliefs and the things that are
Right.
holding you back,
That's right.
And
That's
that's what I love the most about life coaching is I love watching humans grow. I
love.
love seeing them find their way. That is the most rewarding thing of my job is
Yes,
watching
ma'am.
humans.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
So with
Yeah.
Tammy not on. So let me just kind of, if I was having issues last year, I'm just gonna give a example. If I was, oh, not really an example, I'm just gonna talk about my life. If I was having issues last year on relationship, I'll just say relationship issues.
Mhm.
And I know this year I want a better relationship. Uh,
Mhm.
and I come to the life, come to you, either you, Tammy, or you, Brandy, to what direction would you take me into to start working on relationships? I mean, I'm not even really just talking about husband and wife. I'm just talking about relationships in general because I find that me as a person, I have a problem with dealing with people bull crap. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm just not a bull crap person. I just don't like,
Yeah.
and people don't understand me.
I'm sorry.
You know me, Ron. I'm just gonna be
Yeah.
honest.
It
I'm
was the way you said it. That's what I'm
gonna
sorry.
be
That's why I
quiet.
bust out laughing.
Yeah. And I'm having issues because I don't trust. I don't.
Mhm.
I mean, not to say, and I'm not a bad person because I don't trust people. A lot of people aren't trustworthy. Okay.
Well, it's not even really about trusting. It's about accepting that human for who they are. Whenever you accept that human for who they are and you're able to see that human for who they are,
Mhm.
then there's no trust to have to worry about.
Mhm.
Because humans show you who they are at the very beginning. We just don't see it or we don't want to see it. But you can think about every relationship that you've been in. Once you've gotten out of it, you're able to see that that pattern was there at the very beginning.
Mhm.
Every
Mhm.
time. And the beautiful thing about life coaching is you start focusing on you and developing you. And at the beginning, it's a little messy because that's when you start figuring out and noticing that those people that you used to be a part of are no longer you. You're moving forward and you're going to lose a lot of relationships, friendships, a lot of things. But as you let go of them, you're going to move into the humans that you're supposed to be connected with.
I love
Like
that.
us.
Yes, I
Well,
love that.
Right
I love
here.
that. I have
Right
a
here.
question. I have a question for you on that.
Mhm.
So, because one of my biggest issues that I've struggled with for years, and I started to kind of step away from that pattern of behavior towards the middle, going into the end of last year, and that is family. I don't. I'm trying to think of the best way to say it. Family commitments. You know, sometimes where you feel overcommitted,
Mhm.
and or you get those calls when it is always beneficial to them and not necessarily beneficial to you, and you start to distance yourself, but people can't and are not willing to accept your no's as well as your yeses, so that causes a huge turmoil in there, and I'm struggling with that. I'm struggling with that at times.
Right.
So what advice would you give on that?
Well, you have to teach people how to treat you. And
Mm.
it gets a little dirty at first because for so long they have treated you a certain way and you've taken it. So now you're starting, and it takes baby steps. I work with people and we baby step in transitioning that relationship you have with that person. You have to teach them how to treat you. And it's going to sting a little bit at first.
Right.
Oh, well, you know, I owe my BFF an apology because she said those words to me, and I
It's
didn't
all
like
good.
it.
I realize this. Sometimes people that's close to you can tell you something. They can tell you that you're doing this or you're this, that, and the other, but it don't sink in. It don't come in until someone outside the box kind of tells you the same thing. I find that you know I don't
Yeah.
know why, but it seems to me it comes easy when someone out, can kind of give you
Yeah,
a
y'all are too
better,
close. Y'all
yeah,
are too close. I don't coach family members, and I don't, Yolanda and Tara are my friends, but they're my partners, and that's
right,
why I coach with them. But I don't coach a lot of family members because it's a lot of conflict and messiness in there.
right.
Because you notice every time somebody else comes in and gives that same advice as you, they're going to listen to them before they listen.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
just the
Oh,
resistance with friendships and relationships.
mhm.
But that's why it's good to always bring other people in, life
That's
coaches
right.
like
That's
that from
right.
outside.
Yeah.
That's right. So
Yeah.
Tammy,
Yeah.
you in?
Wow.
Can you hear me, Tam?
I can hear you. I still can't
Wonderful.
hear Brandy.
Okay, well, long as you can hear me, we got you. Okay, so next,
Okay.
Yeah.
I got a question for you because I know you're a coach also, but you're more into your church, and I listen to you. You're
More spiritual. Mm-hmm.
spiritual. You're very, very spiritual. And for the spiritual part of my walk, sometimes people feel disconnected, and I realize the disconnect.
Mm.
Sometimes you have issues in the world, and those same issues you have in the world is the same issues God is having with you.
Mhm.
And
Mm.
what I mean by that is, if you one of them people that wreak havoc all the time, and it shows up in your relationships
Mm.
spiritually, you're spiritually
Mm.
messed up. You don't really understand the spiritual part of it because you kind of disconnected. What kind of advice would you give a person that's spiritually disconnected from life or God or whatever?
Well, to be honest with you, you have to. let God in as well and allow him to do what he needs to do in your life, because his will in our lives will be done. But we have to allow him in, because the thing about it is, um, no one's going to be exempt from having problems. You know, we all have good and we all have bad. Because if everything was always good, then you would think you didn't even need God. So you have to have some
Ooh,
bad as
come on
well.
now.
Because the thing
Mm,
about it is, then you have to be able to see him work in your life.
Right.
But you have
Jesus.
to, he tells us to cast all our cares and worries on him anyway. A lot of us try to
Mm-hmm.
carry things that we don't supposed to carry. Cast all our cares and worries upon him. Let him get inside and work. You got to have a relationship with him, though. I mean, a daily one, not just a circumstance and
Right.
situation relationship. You have to really get in there, and things manifest. That's what we do. He tells us to pray without ceasing anyway.
That's right.
That way,
Mm,
once things come up, guess what? It's in there. It's already in there. It's
mm-hmm.
embedded.
Uh, I mean, to piggyback, to me, people have to be willing to want to change.
Mm.
I
To
see
be
the
willing to
will.
be
Yeah,
If
working.
I
yeah,
want to change, okay, somebody got
yeah.
their phone on. Who got their phone on? I can hear them.
I think it's
That may be Tammy.
mhm.
Tammy, that's you.
What happened?
She
I can't
popped
see
out.
you,
Yolanda
Tammy.
said that she can't hear her.
I can't hear Tammy. Okay,
Okay,
so
she went off.
yeah, she went out. So willingness. I find that a lot of people aren't
Mm-hmm.
willing to change.
Mm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
And
now,
also, some people go on this journey and it becomes too difficult. This journey is not for the weak or weary.
bam.
That's
It's not.
right.
It's not. It takes
That's
hard
right.
work to be on this journey. This 6 years has been the hardest journey of my life, but it's been so rewarding, so rewarding. But it's
Yeah.
been hard,
Hmm.
And some people, I've coached a lot of people that would go so far, and then some trigger would happen with their marriage or something like that, and they realize, holy crap, my marriage might not survive through this, and they'll
Hmm.
lean on back.
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
watch it
Revert
all
back.
the time. But what they don't realize is it's a struggle at the beginning, but it'll level out. You just got to keep going. You can't
Hmm.
give up. Just keep going. And if that marriage is going to last, it's going to last, and they're going to grow
Hmm.
with you.
So if my bag is full, my bag is full, and even in the grieving part, I've been grieving since May of my mom passing, and I find myself not wanting to do a lot of things that I did last year or before her passing. What would you say to someone who's right now feeling like I'm feeling? The holidays done went past, and um, I'm feeling kind of glump and lump
Mm.
about situations now. I'm even second guessing um, the things that's going on in my life that I've used to do and it used to be enjoying, and it's not enjoying. I don't enjoy it anymore. So what would be one of your advice you would tell someone who's just not feeling the holiday, not feeling anything right now, because I'm speaking for myself and I need to hear this. I'm just not feeling people, places, and things anymore. So what would be your advice to someone that's going through that? What would be your advice to me? Just basically.
Well, I've been going through the grief too of losing my marriage, because I thought God sent him to me, for 13 years. I thought we was lock solid and stuff. So, um, I feel like the grief is similar, of losing someone, because it shut off so fast.
Right.
And time heals all things, and having
I
gratitude
said log off of the
for,
Wi-Fi. I don't know
for
why
the
I'm having an
relationships.
issue.
Um,
Hmm.
even though it was
I don't know what's going
traumatic
on.
experience and stuff, and just like losing your mother was a traumatic experience, but having gratitude
I can't. It ain't
for
logging.
that experience, for having gratitude for that relationship, and having just putting yourself in a lot of gratitude. That's exactly what I had to do for mine.
Right.
And also, just staying connected, like you're doing. You staying connected out here in this world and keep going. You're going to heal because time heals all things.
Right.
And with grief, that's the main thing is time heals all things with grief.
Yes, ma'am.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well,
Tammy.
I
Where
have to
Tammy? Are you?
ask
I'm sorry. Tammy, can you hear us? Tammy?
she's frozen again.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Vaughn.
I have to ask a question about, about grief because I lost my dad 4 years ago. December 23rd was 4 years was 4 years to the day. And for the first time, I was thrown back to that moment
Mm,
when I got that phone call, and it was the most devastating thing. It was worse this time than when it actually happened. I
mm,
couldn't concentrate. I couldn't focus. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't eat. It was like I was just a zombie. I rode with Marvina one day and just really didn't have anything, anything to say. It was just, and then Christmas, I did absolutely nothing. I did absolutely nothing. And I don't know. Like I said, I know what people say about grief and time. And you just said that time heals all. But this year, for whatever reason, it was the worst. It was like it just happened, and I didn't know what to do and how. So I wouldn't go into that dark place. I kept trying to force myself into things. And then Christmas, I didn't spend time with grandkids or anything. I didn't do anything. I just kept going to sleep, forcing myself to sleep, and I literally got sick. I caused myself to have a lupus flare.
mm.
So what do so what advice do you give to people that's struggling with those situations? Because it took me by surprise.
Well, from looking at y'all and observing y'all are some go getters. So you got to give yourself permission to grieve. You got to give yourself permission to shut down. Us women go hard and we beat ourselves up when we're sitting at home and not doing anything and stuff. But that's the time, like God is asking you to sit down and heal and reflect on that situation. When I have situations like that, when there's a trigger like that, God,
Hmm.
I always look at it as God is asking me to sit down and learn something from that
Wow.
and sit
Love,
in it.
Mm.
It's
Okay.
okay
love
for us
that.
to sit in it.
Yes. I
Don't
Okay.
beat yourself
Okay.
up. You can sit in it. There's a
Got
reason
you.
why He's
like
got you
sitting
there.
in, huh? So
Yeah. Wow.
financially, let's
That's
talk
good.
about finance. I wish Tammy was back on because I know this would be so perfect. Okay, so my bag, a lot of people bags for this year, and a lot of times we looking at what the situation is from 2024 finances. Now we got presidents in here and all the things, and it really is right now. It's a very crucial time
Yeah.
because
Mhm.
it's sad. It's a
Yeah.
sad situation where people are worried. It's worried about
People
aliens.
are people are gripped by fear.
Fear is coming really bad. I mean, here,
Hmm.
aliens. We hearing about aliens. We hearing about war now. We talking about we're ready to go into
Yeah.
war. People worrying about their money, finances. People are worrying so much now. Now, as a Christian, we shouldn't worry, right, Tammy? Are you listening to me? You hear me, Tammy?
I'm listening to you.
She can
Wonderful.
hear you.
Yes,
Yeah,
Hmm.
ma'am.
wonderful. Don't turn that around. I can't see you around that way. Okay, right there.
Uh-oh.
So don't turn that around. Turn
Oh,
it,
let
there you
me.
go. Leave it right there. Okay. As
Okay.
a Christian, we're not supposed to worry. Of course, they say fear is false evidence appearing real, right? But as a Christian,
Correct.
it's kind of we waver too because we know we supposed to we know we said we're covered, God got us or whatever.
Hmm.
It's still hard because we're part of the natural. We said we're spiritual people
Right.
in a natural world. And we're worried. We're sick to the death. A lot of people are just worried about life in itself, how we're gonna live, and we're gonna pay our bills. We're worrying about who's gonna be in the office next year, who's if we're gonna see aliens, or if there's going to be a war. What would be your question? I mean, what would you tell? What would you talk to the people about, even spiritually, about this situation? Is she on
Well,
you, Tammy?
we all It's on me. Okay.
Yes.
Well, um, I will tell you this, and I say this all the time. It never matter who's running the country. It never matter who's doing what, because God is the one that is in control. He is an all-seeing and an all-knowing God, and He's in
Yes.
control. I mean, you can let these things fear you up, or get you scared and get you worried, because it's gonna take your mind off of what's important.
Mm.
So you don't want to
Mm-hmm.
do that. You don't want to lose focus on what's important. Now, things happen, okay, that's fine, and we all are human. Because the flesh and the spirit are at a constant warfare anyway. The
Yes.
spirit wins
Right.
sometime and the flesh wins sometime, and that's just being honest.
Yes.
So, you
Yeah.
just have to tap into what you have, as far as, your upbringing. You have to develop your own relationship with God, because that's what's going to get you through every single thing you go through. Everything.
Ooh.
Mm.
There's no way around that.
How you develop
That's
that
crazy.
relationship,
You
Miss
know,
Tammy?
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. When you have circumstances, God will let you know that He's the one and the only one that can help you, because you can have a friend, you can have even your parents, and
Mm.
they can't even help you sometimes. He'll let you
yeah.
know that it's
Yeah.
only Him Himself. He will get you to a point. You have to give Him time. Like they say, He's a jealous God. You
Right.
can only serve one. So I
Mm-hmm.
feel like you have to have that, because that's gonna help you with anything that you do. I said I start my days off with prayer. I end them that way as well. I mean, you have to, even throughout the day. It don't have to be a certain time. It doesn't matter. There's a time when I couldn't even pray for myself. I taught my children, we would lead our days. Every day we would pray. So I tell my children to pray for me, and I know that I'm gonna be covered, because I've already taught them how to do it.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love
You
it.
know, my mom, I had the pleasure of hanging out with my mom yesterday, and two little people. And my little niece, she said to me, she said, Auntie, she said, you distracted. And I said, it took me by surprise for her to use that word.
Oh,
And I said, distracted. And she said, she said, great auntie talking to you, and you didn't even hear her. And so I said I was just reading
oh,
something on my phone. So I asked my mom. I said, Mom, I'm reading this about these aliens supposedly. I said, what do you think? So my mother looked at me and she said, why don't y'all don't give a damn? And I looked. So she did. She said, I don't give a damn. And she said, because she said God is above all. She said, when I started hearing foolishness and stuff like that, she said, I stay in my prayer.
Mm.
She said, I keep my relationship with God
yes.
going. She said, I keep it. She said, I keep my energy clean. She said, I keep my energy clean by not entertaining a lot of that. She
Yes.
said, and she said, your mind is cluttered. She said, that's why you can't really focus on nothing right now. She said, your mind is cluttered with the news and all. She said, I don't halfway look at that. She said, I look at the weather and baseball to see what's happening with the Braves. She said, other than that, I don't do anything else. And she said, you got to get back towards that. So when you're saying some of the things that you're
Mm-hmm.
saying, it makes sense. And then one of the most powerful things that she said to me yesterday, she said, Wavonia, you used to say all the time, and I know I'm saying Wavonia because that's what my mother calls me.
Yep. Her name is
So for you,
Wavonia, y'all.
but she said to me, she said, you used to say all the time that why would we put God in a box? She said,
Mm.
if you are focused and worried about aliens, she said, who's going to be president and all that kind of stuff. She said, you don't put God in a box. She said, it don't matter who's being president. She said, it don't matter what alien, what person, what neighbor. She said, because God is greater than that box that you put him in. She said, you got to stop limiting your belief. And
Mm.
she said, if you stop limiting your beliefs, she said everything else is going to balance out and it's going to work itself out. So from a spiritual standpoint, how do you feel about the things that she said?
Come on, Tammy. It's on
I
you,
love
baby.
what she said, because I know I got you. I got you. I love what she said, because it's the truth. It is the truth. I was just talking to my boyfriend yesterday, and I told him, all the stuff on the news, I had to stop watching it, because that stuff will get in your spirit. I'm
Yes.
serious.
Mm-hmm.
It will get in there. If
Mm-hmm.
you're constantly listening to that stuff, you're constantly letting it in. So I had to stop. She's right. I stopped looking at that stuff. I got more and more into my Bible and the word, and I prayed myself
Mm-hmm.
out because God says, and you can write this down, that if we
Mm-hmm.
keep our mind stayed on Him, He will give us a perfect peace,
Amen.
a
Mm-hmm.
peace that surpasses
Yeah.
all understanding.
Amen.
So I'm gonna tell you, if you give Him your focus, I promise you, nothing else. He wants us to be unmovable. He wants us to be unmovable. So when you allow these things to come in and you allow them
Mm-hmm.
to get into your inner man and your spirit, it's gonna mess
Mm.
up everything that you have every time. So you have to
Yeah.
block it out. You have to refocus. You have to stay focused too. You have to, because it's a lot of stuff going on in this world, and if you gave everything your attention, you wouldn't be able to do the things that you need to do because you're gonna be so caught up in what's going on. The world is what it is, and it's made up
Mm-hmm.
of a million people and then some. But the thing about it is, we have to do what we need to.
Right. Because God is all knowing.
Yes.
He knew this stuff was gonna happen before. He knew each and every one of us. So,
That's right. That's
I
right.
like what you said. That makes a lot of sense. So, Tammy, when Brandy starts to talk,
She's frozen.
are you frozen? Yeah, she's
She's
frozen.
frozen. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Tammy, when Brandy come in, I want to say something. But so Tammy, and question I have this about the same question, but in the natural realm. You know, gee, she would know. Okay, so
Yeah.
when people get so focused on the world and what's going on around in the world, what kind of advice would you give them to like empty their bags? Because yeah, a lot of people aren't in church. Everybody's not in church. Everybody don't
Hey,
believe
yeah.
in God. Everybody don't believe that, but for a life coach, you have to coach them in life. What would you tell a person that gets so focused on what's going on in the world? What
That's the beautiful thing about having a life coach is we keep you focused on you. We keep you
Mm.
focused
Okay.
on you instead of the world. You have all those 9 environments of you. Mimetic is one of them. Mimetic is the environment of ideas. That's where all the news,
Mhm.
everything comes in from all over the world that it can affect you and stuff. So
Mhm.
what we do as a
That's
life
me.
coach is that we get you focused on you and you stop worrying about all of the things and all of the humans and everything else out here in the real world because you're focused on you and moving forward. And it gets easier and easier.
Yeah.
As you come back every week, we'll talk about relationships. We'll talk
Yeah.
about environments. We'll talk about healing. We'll talk about
Yeah.
your inner freedom, going deep to let go of some of those fears that you have. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But it's always focusing on you and you start letting go of focusing on the rest of the world.
Love it.
Yes, ma'am.
Tammy,
Mm.
when Brandy's talking, I want you to mute your sound, and you can listen to her on your phone. And then we'll call you back in, so you just unmute it. So you can hear exactly what she's saying, but you have to listen to on your phone. But you really need to mute your sound so we don't hear it. Does that make sense? My girl.
Yes, ma'am.
I know there's some questions out here. I know some people have some questions, and I want to go ahead
Yeah.
on some of these comments out here because we got some. Yolanda been talking a lot up here because
Love it.
this lady right here. This has been she's. I'm just saying this. She always say I've been uplifting her, but she's been doing the same thing for me. And it's a lot of stuff, a lot of people that comes on here. And if it wasn't for Yolanda, I wouldn't even know Brandy.
Let me
So
tell you something with Yolanda and Tara. This year has been one of the hardest years of my life,
mhm,
but those two are the two that kept me going because, I would look at them and I would see all of the struggles they were going through. And I was like, Brandy, get your butt up. If they can do it, you can do it. So I greatly appreciate Tara and Yolanda for being in my life and supporting me.
Yes, especially Tara.
Yeah.
That's Yolanda too. All right, Yolanda, let's see what you say. Once you accept them for who they are, you already know what to expect and what boundaries to set. People are just people, and that's true. But the sad part about it is the boundaries you start. If you love, this is my thing. I love hard. My BFF said this. I love strong. I'm the same way. But the thing is, when you love someone so much and then you know that they're not right for you, you have a hard time letting go. You allow people to do things to you and constantly do things to you, and just to keep the I'm not going to say friendship, just a relationship. I know people are people, but what do you do when that person is just that close to you? You just know that they're not right for you. Now, there's a lot of people out here that deal with this. You know that they're not right for you. You try to leave them alone for I'm gonna say this your New Year's resolution. I'm gonna call it a New Year's resolution because majority of the time when you love on somebody like that and they love you, you wind up going back. But what kind of advice would you give that person to just let go and simply let God? But how, and this is either for you, Tammy, or Brandy, one of y'all, either both of y'all, if y'all both want to answer that.
For me, what happens when you start
Well,
coaching with a life coach?
I'll
Wait,
say
Tammy.
something about that. Oh,
Wait a minute. Okay. Okay, Brandy, go ahead.
When you start coaching with a life coach, the transformation starts within with you. And then what happens is, and you'll see this, like right now, it might be hard for you, but you'll start changing so much that tolerance becomes, you can't tolerate it anymore. The tolerance gets so strong because when you start changing your mindset, the awareness comes to you, and you start seeing all of the patterns of that person. And once you're able to start seeing all the patterns of that person, the tolerance gets so strong that you start letting go naturally.
Sad, shut them out. Okay, how about you, Tammy? Can you hear me, Tammy?
yes. What
Okay.
I was gonna say was, um, in reference to it, is that people can only do to us what we allow them to do. And when you love somebody, you will allow things that you wouldn't normally allow, someone else to do. But you have to set boundaries. You have to make it a point to make sure you're protecting yourself and your peace. And make sure you have healthy relationships. So you have to have a conversation.
She done froze up again. I don't like her Wi-Fi.
Thank you,
But
Mom.
you gotta understand, when you start changing, you like when you're in those relationships with those humans, like you developed it together. But when you start changing, your mindset start changing, and you're visually able to see so much more. And it's unbelievable. Like that's what I was able to do with my husband and even other relationships. Like once you start the work on yourself, there's a lot of things that you just can't tolerate anymore, and you'll start feeling it, because as me as a coach, I get you to start feeling again. This world is numbed out so much. Humans have numbed out so much, so I get you to start feeling those real feelings again that you have lost and don't know what they are. And as you do that, the tolerance gets so strong that it becomes intolerable. Like it really becomes intolerable.
That's definitely true.
Yeah.
Oh, what would you now? We can,
Let,
yeah. There you go.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Yolanda just reached out to me. Let me share this.
Go ahead.
Yolanda said, "Good morning. I just want to say you ladies have been an inspiration. Brandy Miles and What's in the Bag 21 have truly played an amazing part of my growth. Thank you all for giving me a voice. I want to help support giving a voice to the voiceless. From my heart, my daughter, my mom, my whole family, we're donating $25 today. To all my friends and family, help us all join the vision in the greatest journey in life. Love you all. Miss Tammy, thank you as well."
Yeah.
Thank you, Miss Yolanda.
You. Thank you. So I know this hour went back quick. But before we go, I would like for either both of you to give um, us a 2025, um,
Mm.
how can I say it? What? Give me a word, Vaughn, because you know what I'm going to say. Just give us some words of encouragement for 2025. That's all I need to
Yeah,
write this
yeah.
before we end this. I need some encouraging words from each
We
and
know
one.
to clear out the clutter.
Mm.
Get that
Yeah, we know
clutter.
to do that.
Yes,
Yeah,
we know
so give us the
we gonna know the
encouragement.
encouragement. That's what I'm looking for right now from Tammy
Hmm.
and Brandy. But right now we're gonna let Tammy get it in first because her Wi-Fi keep jumping off.
Something that we can turn into a daily affirmation, if
Daily
that makes
affirmation. Go
sense.
ahead, Tammy. I'm ready. Come on, girl. I know you hear me. Can you hear me? She froze again.
I think so.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Brandy. Give it.
My words for 2025 is if you're a healer, if you're a life coach, you're a peer support, you're a social worker, you're a therapist, you're a counselor, boots on ground, all boots on ground
Mm,
2025. Like we need all the healers that we can get out there. If you have ability to teach somebody the positive things, anything, like we need you on boots on ground 2025. And when I say boots on ground, I'm talking social media, I'm talking in person. Like we need everybody
Yes.
that can bring positivity to this world. We need you on the
Yes.
ground now.
We need it. We
Yes.
need y'all.
love it.
Yes, man. We need, and we thank you. Let me put this up right here. I know all y'all want to know how to get in touch with Coach Brandy. This is her information right here. Hurry up and write it down. If you don't write it down, you're gonna have to go in the group and get it. This is
Phone
Coach.
number is 318.
Oh, I'm sorry, 318. I messed that up.
Yeah, it's all
Let
good.
me fix that.
It's
Let
all
me
good.
fix it because I ain't trying to get y'all folks to be calling the wrong number, talking about something. They said this was Kent's Brandy. They lied.
I love it. But I'll put it in the group too. I got to get in the group
Three
and I'll
one
put my
eight 880 6871. Hey, Tammy, can you hear us? Can you hear me? Huh? I'm going to have to get you back on here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, give us a little words of encouragement for 2025.
Um, Focus.
Mm.
Don't lose sight of the big picture, focusing on the small things that you might encounter along the way.
The small things.
Mm,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, because it's
I
gonna be
like
things that's gonna come up, like distractions, different things. I mean, even people. You have to understand because the enemy uses people too.
Mm.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I mean, so you can have somebody that's just trying to be negative to you for nothing at all that you have done to them. And it used to be hard for me to grasp the understanding to someone being mean or hateful to me for no reason at all. And I had to understand that it's something that's within them, not me. And then
love.
I have to ask God to forgive them. It's big because you have to ask God to forgive people when you know they're not even sorry. But you have to do that
Mm-hmm.
for you. You have to do that for you. Because one thing I say to people all the time is that what God has for me, for any of us, is for me, it's for you, it's for us all. And what I don't want to do is I don't want to hold his hand to any blessing that he has that he wants to give me. So
Right.
Mm.
I don't want him to hold his hand. So I
Right.
want to allow him to be able to move. So focus. Focus on the big picture. There's going to be things and circumstances. Use them as a stepping stone. I tell people all the time, everything that I have been through has built me up to be the person that I am. Those things was necessary, whether I thought they were at the time or not, they were necessary. I thank God for everything that I've been through
Yeah.
because it built me up. It shaped and molded me into the woman that I am today. And I thank him for it. Now, it didn't feel good going through it, and we all know this. But you know what? God was with me every step of the way, and he helped me. And it didn't change my heart. It still allowed me to be the same person. I mean, I learned how to set healthy boundaries to help myself because, peace. You have to have peace. You have to be
Mm-hmm.
on a certain or certain path so that you can show up for the people that are in your lives the right way.
Mm.
You want to be able to show up
Love
for
it.
them and give them 100% of you. Because if you allow things to alter you along the course of the way, then that's what's going to happen.
Love it. Girl, you
Mm-hmm.
got me tearing up because I'm trying to stay focused. I am. And I am. I looking at the little things. I'm watching little things. I think that's
Yes.
probably why my feelings is changing and things are changing for me. I just see things a
Mm.
little more clearer now. It's like I'm taking off them rose-colored glasses and starting to see some stuff that I'm ready to change in my life. First of all, I'm tired of being by myself. Okay. So now I got to figure out how I'm going to change that up. You know what I'm saying? I want a lot. I want more in life, and I'm trying to figure out how to change that up. I'm now a mother of grown children and learning to be a mother of grown children. I'm trying to change that up. It's
Mm.
like my life
Yeah.
has changed so much within the last year. Oh, Miss Coach, I will be calling you. You just realize you're going to be coaching me, ma'am. Clap all you want. But you think you got some, you think you wait and see. You wait and see, bam. There's so much in my bag that I'm ready to release this year, and I'm ready to grow, and I'm ready to grow with what's in the bag, and I'm ready to grow with family like Brandy and Tammy and Lon and Tara and Yvonne, and just ready to grow. I'm ready to move forward. And stagmatism, just the stink of this being stagnant, as it stinks. I'm telling you. A lot of people might see, oh, she's so outgoing. She's laughing all the time. She's smiling all the time, but you don't see what's going on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
It
Right.
hurts. It hurts, and I just want to move forward. And this is why I thought this would be a great way to start off, because my BFF brought this to me to start off my new year. This is not even just for everybody out here, but this is for me too. This is really for me because I'm ready for a change and I need to be coached to
Yeah.
that. I need to
I,
learn.
I need to give three shout outs. We
Yes.
had Carla O'Crane call in today from TikTok with
Yeah.
that. And she said that
Yes.
she wants to thank us for this message. She says she has to declutter the stress with family. So she wanted me to tell you guys that. We had April Hardiman to take and give a call in from TikTok. And she said, "Thank you, ladies, for all that you do." She has had the opportunity to go back and look at some of the shows, and she is setting her alarm so she can start tuning in every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. and she will be telling her friends. And
Yeah.
last but not least, we had Maria. I'm so sorry, Maria. Honey S. Ford call in from Facebook, and she said that she thanked us. A friend of hers by the name of her name is also Maria. Told her about what's in the bag, and she said that this was the first time she got a chance to catch us live. She has
Yay.
went back and looked at all of our shows, and she said that she has some things in her bag that she gonna open up her purse and clear out, and she will
Yay.
probably be calling us to become a guest on the show.
Yay.
Oh wow.
Yes,
Thank you,
God is
ladies.
so good. Thank you so much, ladies. Thank y'all for being calling in and giving
Yes.
your hope and strength. We love you. Hey, Robbie. He said, have to start living mommy's vision for us, not everyone else's vision.
Mm.
Love it. Yes.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for saying that. You know it. We're trying to make mommy. I
Yeah.
want to make my mom proud. I believe that she was proud when she left here, but I want to carry that.
Can I tell you something? You're
Yeah.
already making your mom proud.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you so much, Brandy. Whew, this has been a wonderful, wonderful segment. It is already 10:01. I knew it was going to go over. I wasn't worried about the over. I wanted us to get as much as we can get out of this. I want our bags to be emptied out. I know there's more in the bag. I was hoping that we'd get some people on here that would want to talk about what's in their bag and wanted to pull out some things out here, but it's okay. Next year, we're going to make this something we do every year. We're going to do this every year. So y'all get ready. We're going to unclutter our bags in the beginning of the year. Is that okay with you, Yvonne?
Yeah.
It is. I
All
think
right.
it's a
How
great
about
way
you,
to start
Tammy?
off the year.
Tammy?
I'm with that. I
All right.
love
How
it.
about you,
I love
Brandy?
it.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm ready.
I love it. I love it. So we're going to get off and we're going to move on to the next level of our lives. That means I gotta clean up. I gotta clean my house. That's what I'm getting ready to do when I get off. I'm ready to clean up. I'm ready to clean up house. That means I'm really getting into self. I'm really finding out, I want to clean my bag, get my bag emptied out, and start pouring some more stuff into it. So this was my start right here. I'm going to start cleaning up from here. Y'all have helped me just in this little hour to understand some of the things that's going on with me and what I want to do to unclutter.
Mm.
And I'm going to do this. Brandy, you watch out. Here I come. I'm ready to call you. I already talked to Tammy. I talk to Tammy all the time. Me and her talk just about twice, maybe 3 times a week.
Mhm.
Spiritually, she keeps me grounded. She helps me out with that, with the spiritual part. I'm now ready to deal with the life part, Brandy.
Mm.
I'm going to call you. We're going to collaborate. We're going to do some stuff on my show with you and some of our. I want to do something different. I want to get some people on here that's ready to be coached by you. And I wish you get your sessions together so we could kind of do some visual sessions. I want to see how this is. This is gonna be. This came out of my brain just then, so I haven't even spoke to my BFF about it, but.
She's sitting over there like, what?
Yes, normally I do, but I think that this would be really good in the near future to do some few little classes, do some segments with
Yeah.
you.
I'm down to play whenever y'all want to.
Wonderful, good, good, good. Sounds like a plan. Same thing. All right, Tammy, you've been coming in and out. Your bag is full. I see that. You got a full bag. And if anybody wants, like I said, if anybody wants to speak to any one of our guests, you can go on our group page. And I'm going to put that up right now because a lot of y'all don't know about the group page. Yvonne, I'm going to put the group page up. The group page is What's in the Bag.
Facebook group.
Mm-hmm. Our group page is What's in the Bag, and we have It's an interactive page. You have Motivational Monday, Talk About It Tuesday, Wisdom Wednesday, Thankful Thursday, and Friday, funny. And let me say this, guys: starting our year off and decluttering, you coming to our interactive group page is a great way to continue that, to be able to get different things out on a daily basis. And then we also have What's in the Bag directory. Our What's in the Bag directory is where you can find out different topics and things that we have coming up, different guests that may be on the show. And let me say this was our first time creating a topic, then inviting guests to come on the show to speak to that topic. And so we do have additional topics that we will be doing throughout the year, and we will post those. And if you would like to be a guest on that particular segment, all you have to do is DM myself or DM Marvina, or you guys can give us a call at 833 9 what is it 942
520-894.
9482.
Yes.
Right. And that is if you think about it, it is WITB for What's in the Bag. So that is 833-520-WITB. You can call, you can reach out to me or Marvina. You can DM us. So it's several different ways that you guys will be able to reach us and be able to be a participant on the show.
Yay.
You guys can also check us out on What's in the Bag 21 on Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube. With YouTube, we would like for you guys to go on there and subscribe, like, and share. Share the podcast, share the segments that we've done. They're going to touch and help somebody.
Yes, they sure is. I
Yes.
appreciate y'all. I kept you and Brandy, you and Tammy on to the end for a reason. We want everybody to know that This is our New Year's this is our New Year's start. This is our New Year
Yeah.
trying to unclutter our bags.
Yeah.
And throughout the whole year of 2025, that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be uncluttering. We're going to be taking uncluttering our bags. We're going to release these things out of our bags, and we're going to be seeing a lot more of Tammi. We're going to see a lot more of Brandy. You're going to see a lot more of Yolanda, Terry. These are life coaches, and I find that life coaches helps more. We all got stories, but we need to be coached in life, and I believe that this is one of the reasons why we were put into um, these young ladies' lives,
Mm.
for them to become part of what What's in a Bag stands for. We're here to help. We're here to grow. We're here to move. We're here to empty our bags. So whatever is in your bag, let us know. We're gonna put you on the show. I love it. Love y'all too. We love y'all so much. We appreciate y'all.
Thank
Thank
you
you for
guys.
being
Yeah,
here.
thank you so much.
Terry, I love you, girl. I'll be talking to you in a minute. Okay? You got me? I don't know why my computer acting crazy. But before we let y'all go, again, I just want to thank y'all and give y'all much love. Talk to y'all real soon. Brandy, I'll be calling you more because I need to get that coaching started. I believe that's what I need for this year. I don't know my BFF wanted, but I know this is where I'm going this year to start working on me, myself, and start working on what's on the inside of me. And if you can help me with that, I appreciate you. I really gonna love on you. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I
All
got
right. Thank y'all so much. Thank you, Tammi. I love you, baby. I'll be talking to you later. You can call me. We're gonna call each other, okay? You hear me, Tammi? You
She's
can't hear me.
she
I
can't
love
hear.
you, girl. Listen, I love you. I love you. You get it? My grandbaby is
love it.
deaf, and I can't even do a bit of sign language. Love y'all.
Thank y'all for having us.
Thank you. All right,
Thank you
girl. You
guys.
ready to go? What you got
I'm
to do
ready to
today?
go.
What you got today to do?
I have quite a bit of running around to do,
Yeah,
get my
right,
granddaughter
right.
back and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, she ready to go home, and I love her, and I'm ready for her to go home.
I got my grandbaby. They was talking when she said her where she said her auntie. She was talking her niece. She was talking about my grandbaby. My grandbaby she'll tell you what's on her mind, honey. She'll let
Yeah.
you know what's on her mind. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a blessed rest of y'all week. Go ahead, Yvonne.
Yeah. Hey guys, thank you guys so much for joining us, and as always, stay blessed, be a blessing, and have a blessed day. Love you guys. See you
We
guys
love
next week.
y'all so much. We appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great night, day, week, and we see you Saturday. Bye bye.